So while critics question SADSAWU's unemployment figures released on Tuesday, others say in the advent of COVID-19, you're lucky if you still have a job. The numbers show that 2.2 million jobs were shed in the second quarter during lockdown. More than 250,000 of these were domestic workers. According to the quarterly labour force survey over the year to June, this is a drop of about 25%. Eunice Dhladhla is the Assistant Secretary General, South African Domestic Service Allied Workers Union, or SADSAWU. She joins me now. A very good evening to you, Ms. Dhladhla, and thank you so much for speaking to us. Let's talk about the loss of income of employers. Was this the main reason behind the loss of work for domestic workers?
Hello?
Hi, Ms. Dhladhla. I was saying, what is the main reason behind the job losses of domestic workers? Is it because employers couldn't pay?
Yes, it's that. And again, the employers don't like workers to enter their premises anymore. Those who are in the premises, they were told not to come to the house. They must stay in the room, not working, because they are afraid that she will give it to her. Her children will catch the virus from a worker. So the worker just stays in the room doing nothing, can't even go out.
So those get paid, the ones who are then forced in the room, because it was said that people who can pay workers, even though they don't work, should try and do this. So those who were forced to stay inside the accommodation, were they paid?
No, they said no work, no pay.
And
they are not get paid.
And what about those?
In other ways, it's a dismissal. Really, it's a dismissal, because you can't just sit in a room doing nothing and you don't get paid.
And I want to talk about that, Ms. Dhladhla. How many were actually told properly that we no longer can afford your services, or we no longer want you? Were they giving reasons, or were they just simply told, don't come to work, work is finished?
Yes, there are those employers who talk like that, but it's not many of them. Some of them, yes, they do. Some of employers are honest. They just tell the truth that, look, the situation is not right, and then I can't keep you because of this, and then I won't give you full salary of the money. I'll give you half, or maybe I won't pay you at all. Some they are told. And then some they are told that choose. If you'll come and work, but do not go out. Just stay inside the premises. They talk nicely to them. Some they were told that no work, no pay. Some were told it is a dismissal. I haven't got money, any more money to pay you. I don't know where did money, that means the money goes because of COVID.
So was this just purely domestic workers, those who helped inside the house, or was it also including gardeners, security guards? Tell us who was affected by this.
Including gardeners. When you say domestic workers, we are including domestic workers and those who are driving the cars for their employers, for the madams, to the shopping center, or maybe taking children to school or wherever children wants to go, the chauffeurs. So they all fall under domestic. It happened to all of them. Even the gardeners, it happened to all of them.
And what kind of lives do they go back to, Ma'am Dhladhla? Because I'm trying to understand, I'd imagine that quite a few of these people who are single parents, who don't have any support or family nearby, who don't have any other means of financial support, perhaps some of those gardeners, chauffeurs that you talk about are also from faraway places.
Most of, as I used to say, most of domestic workers, most of them are single parents. Then it's not easy at all for them, because you find that a worker is here in Johannesburg to work and leave her children with her mother, grandmother, or aunt at home in the homelands. And then those people are waiting for her to send them money, to feed them, to clothe them, and to take children to school. Then if there is no income, it's a very big problem.
So many more households are affected. I wonder if you have had a conversation with some of your members. What situation does this leave them in? Because there are generally no jobs. Some employers, as you say, can't even afford for house help. Does that mean it's going to lead to even cheaper labor? Are we going to see domestic workers being forced to take less money because they're just desperate to have something in their hands to send home or to feed their children here, to take their children to school?
It's not easy to say that they will take the cheaper to do that. That means those, especially those who are our members. So we need to stand up for them as they are our members. We need to stand up and fight for it. We need to talk to somebody, can be Department of Labor or government himself, and talk about it for these workers, because no one can work for the cheaper, can allow the cheaper slave, because things are going higher and higher nearly every day. If you got 1,000 rands, nothing you can buy when you want to buy a grocery. 1,000 rands is nothing. So no one can, we cannot, as the union, allow workers to agree to the cheaper slave. Right. It's not right, really, because it's nothing.
Thank you so much. Eunice Dhladhla is the Assistant Secretary General of the South African Domestic Service Allied Workers Union, or SADSAWU. As you heard, maybe more than 250,000 domestic workers who lost their jobs, but the impact, from what she said, could be even 4 times more that households that are affected. So we've been